Prepare the hair with styling products of your choice, then comb the hair thoroughly. Squeeze the edges of one end of the Curlformer to open the ring and push the hook gently through it. Starting from the nape of the neck upwards, take a section of hair about 2.5 centimeters wide, about 10 centimeters from the scalp, and give it a twist. The wider the section of hair, the wider the curl. Then lay the section into the hook, bring the hook up from underneath. Squeeze the end of the Curlformer nearest the scalp to open the ring. Then, pointing the hook towards the scalp, push the ring of the Curlformer nearest the scalp towards the scalp. Simultaneously, draw the hook back and out of the Curlformer. The more you push, the closer to the scalp the Curlformer will end up. If you have this issue where it doesn't unravel all the way right, what I've noticed is I could just take it and run my thumb all the way down through the center, and voila. Sometimes they may not unravel like they should when you pull the hair through, but I found that to be a solution. These are the ones for long hair up to 14 inches, and in her longest parts, these aren't long enough for her hair. I even pulled it down some from being so close to the root, and she still has probably 3 or more inches left over. So what I've decided to do for this is to just use some of my flexi rods to put on the end. If you have the real thin, the thinnest flexi rods that they make, I would suggest that you use those. I don't have them at this time, and I'm not going to run out to the store to get them. I didn't anticipate these being too short for her hair, so I'm going to use the ones I have. If they are too heavy, then I'm just going to use some sponge rollers and put them on her ends where it's hanging out of the Curlformers. Putting the Curlformers in with the rollers. We're not going to put her under the dryer. We're going to let hers air dry. I finished putting my Curlformers in, and now I am going to use Curlformer's Softhood dryer. It comes with this cute little package that you can put it in for traveling or just to store it at home. And it's a big hood. It has a chin strap on it, and it has the adjustable hood. So you take it, this is the tube, of course, where your air comes through. And what you do is on this end, you take your dryer and connect this to your dryer. You hook it to your dryer like that. And you only use this with your dryer on low, warm. So I'm going to put the hood on my head over my Curlformers. This is only supposed to take like 20 to 30 minutes. I allowed my daughter's hair to air dry with her Curlformers, and it took hours. Sure that they are all in this hood good. See that? Turn around the other way. Let me make it a little tighter. My ear out of here. Okay, perfect. Now this is the chin strap that's supposed to clamp like this to hold the dryer in place, I guess, when I turn the thing on. I can tell you now I'm gonna unhook that. But anyway, I have it hooked to the dryer, as you can see, holding the dryer. And I'm gonna put my dryer on low warm. So it has to be on low, and it has to be, I don't want mine hot, so I'm putting it on low warm. Let's see what happens. It's filling up. Maybe if I took it and put my ear in there, you'll see it better. I slowly feel the warm air going up through my head. And I'm gonna sit here and wait for it to dry. I'm gonna sit this on the floor. Actually, sitting it on the floor in this chair won't work, so I'm gonna put it in my lap. It's not bad because it's not hot. So let me show you how I have the dryer in my lap. Okay, so I'm just gonna sit here and let it do what it do, and I can slowly feel it getting hotter and hotter and hotter. Alright, I have been up under this thing for an hour now. I have no idea if my hair is dry or not. I just turned it off. So I'm going to unhook myself from my dryer and take the hood off. Okay. I'm going to unloosen the hood. I don't really feel dry in the front. You know how when you're dry, you get real hot? I don't feel that way. And I'm feeling down at the root. I know it's not dry up here. So I'm going to just leave these in and let them sit for probably the rest of the day, because I have nothing to do today. But I will say about the dryer before I go on, what I will say about it is holding it in my lap did not work, only because it got hot. So even though I had my dryer on warm, when I had it in my lap, this end of the dryer has little holes in it, and those holes, air comes out of those holes. So that air sitting it in one place, like on my leg, it got like too warm. So what I ended up doing was just sitting the dryer on the table, sitting at the table and sitting the dryer on the table. That worked well. What I also noticed is if you hold the dryer, like if it's coming this way, I noticed that the air gets warm on this side. And if I'm holding the dryer on this side, the air gets warm on this side. So it's best to have the dryer like directly behind you while you're drying your hair so that the air can properly distribute, I guess, all over your head. But that's one thing I did notice about the hood. The air seems to blow in whatever direction the dryer is in, which makes sense, but that's the area that gets the hottest. You know what I'm saying? So, like, even though the heat is enclosed in there and all the hair gets some sort of heat, because you're using your hand dryer, you know, it's kind of like a gun. Whatever direction the dryer is going in, that's the area that gets the most warmth or the most air or the most heat or whatever. And then the rest of it just gets what's left over. So, you know, if it's blowing this way, then, you know, whatever direction this is blowing in, that's what's feeling the direct heat from the dryer, and everything else is just getting the leftover air. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. But anyway, that's with the hood. And like I said, I've been under there an hour and I know I'm not dry. I know I'm not, because even in the front, especially in the front, I can still feel the dampness of my hair. And I definitely don't want to pull these out and it's not dry, because I did that with my daughter's hair and it's not cute. So you got to make sure your hair is completely dry before you take the Curlformer out, because if you take it out and it's not dry, of course you can put it back on, but it's probably not going to curl in the same direction. So it kind of messes up the form of the original curl. But make sure you just keep them in until you are 100% positive that it's dry. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to keep them in for the rest of the day. You know what? I said bump that waiting all day stuff. I decided to just pull out my other dryer and I'm going to sit up under here for a little while. To remove a Curlformer, hold the Curlformer at the end nearest the scalp with both hands. Run one hand down the Curlformer to straighten it. Hold the Curlformer at both ends. Squeeze the edges of the rings and slide the Curlformer away from the head in one smooth motion. You will have a perfect curl. And for the most part, here's our end result. They are so cute. We have a couple of them that we had to leave in because they were not quite dry. I credit that to me putting too much hair in those two. But overall, for her hair to air dry, it took a good 4 hours. And then we still wasn't completely dry. This is the end result of my Curlformer set. This is actually day 2 of me wearing this set. I haven't combed or picked it out yet. I'm trying to kind of carry it through for a day or 2 more before I do that, because the results that it has given us so far have been phenomenal. As you can see, I'll kind of turn around and my daughter is a bit under the weather right now, and I really needed to go ahead and get this video done. So the giveaway portion of the Curlformer video will be me. You're stuck with me. So here we go. We're giving away 1 styling kit for corkscrew curls, which is the curls that I'm wearing now. This kit includes 40 long and narrow curl formers and 2 hooks, and it looks like this. It includes the instructions. It's brand new. This hasn't been opened. And the giveaway will also include a Softhood from Curlformer. The Softhood retails for about $19.99, and this Curlformer set retails for somewhere in the ballpark of $69.99. And I want to thank Sarah over at curlformers.com for providing this set for my readers. Thank you so much, Sarah. I'm going to keep this giveaway as simple as possible. I'm not going to ask you to do a million things, but I am going to ask you to go over to my blog and enter via Rafflecopter, because it's just easy to go ahead and pick a winner and to manage the whole giveaway process. So if you would go over to my blog and click on the giveaway tab, you'll see giveaway for Curlformers. Go to the post and you would enter via Rafflecopter, and I'm only asking you to do 2 things. It's only right of me to ask you to subscribe to our channel, and also I'm going to ask you to follow us on Instagram. We're browngirlshair.com. If you could do that, we would certainly appreciate it, and you would be entered to win both of these items. You would get both of them. There's only going to be 1 winner this time, and depending on how this goes, we'll try to do more giveaways if you guys, you know, like doing this. So we like giving things away, and we like showing our appreciation to you. So I'm only asking you to do those 2 things. If you would do that and do it through our blog, through the Rafflecopter, you'll automatically be entered to win. So wish you the best. Thanks so much for watching, and take care. Until next time. Bye.